in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. It all behind, through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, BWatts tells a story.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there? I trust everybody is doing all right tonight on this Sunday night. You watch Sports Talk with BWatts along with CoachDre. Got a good show for you all tonight. Only thing that I ask that you do, hey, hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever I go live, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And also, we'd like you to participate down there in the chat. And if you got any questions for Coach Dre, I will get it to him as quickly as I can. But hey, getting ready to talk about Shedeur Sanders, a franchise quarterback. Getting ready to bring up Coach Dre, and we finna get ready to rock tonight. I'm supposed to have a guest if he come on. If he come on, fine. If he don't come on, he said we like it. I'll send him the link, and we'll see. What's up, Coach Drake?
What's going on, BWatts? How you feel, brother?
Man, I feel good, man. Had a good day, man. It's a lot of things that went on today. Got that big trade out of the NBA. Chip Kelly done left Ohio State to go to the Las Vegas Raiders as the offensive coordinator. We'll start with that. How you feel about that, Coach Dre? Chip Kelly.
Unbeknownst to a lot of people, I don't think Chip Kelly was going to be at Ohio State this year at all anyway. His name had already been floated out there for a couple of jobs, including the one here in Gainesville, saying he might be the old offensive coordinator here for the Gators. So I didn't think after this season he would be at Ohio State. Either way it went, him getting the head coaching job. Getting the offensive coordinator job in the NFL, I think it's just a way for him to get back in the NFL.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
you're
just
right.
think that he found his niche. I don't think Chip Kelly really might not even want to be a head coach again. I just think he thinks he's a good offensive coordinator. You can't take it away from him. He won a national championship now. Pete Carroll gets the head coaching job, and now just think if the Las Vegas Raiders do what I think they're gonna do, you're talking about Shedeur Sanders playing for Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly calling the offense. So we know he's a great offensive mind.
Ooh,
Nobody can take that away from him. Nobody can take that away from him.
right. Oh, you calling that already, Coach Dre? You think that was gonna happen?
I just think that with what's going, if Tennessee drafts Travis Hunter, I just believe that the Raiders will pull the trigger to get the trade with the Browns to get up to number 2 to draft Shedeur. I just think that's what they're going to do. I just think that's what they're going to do, because to be to be a great franchise, you need a great quarterback. You need a quarterback that can handle the pressure. And I think that Shedeur Sanders is built for this. Pete Carroll doesn't have. I think he probably will be a head coach for the next 3 to 4 years before he probably step away from football altogether. So I just think it would be a good match. A good match. And we know that Coach Prime loves Chip Kelly. He had when they played UCLA, he had nothing but great things to talk about Chip Kelly. So I know he thinks that Chip Kelly is a good football coach and a great offensive mind. I think he's somebody that Coach Prime would trust with his son. So I think the Raiders might try to find a way to make it happen. And you got to remember, as long as Tom Brady in the building, you know that the affinity that he has for Shedeur. So we'll see.
Man, you really think Tennessee will give up at that #1 draft pick, got a chance to pick a franchise quarterback
I,
and Shedeur Sanders?
I don't think like I say for that to happen, they would have to take Travis Hunter. The thing that you got to understand is, I think we get caught up in just the quarterback stuff, but listen to what they saying. There's no way we'll pass on a generational talent.
True, they did say that.
When you talk about a generational talent, 9 times out of 10, you talk about Travis Hunter.
Okay.
So I just think if they draft Travis, then we'll see people start trying to maneuver themselves up to get Shedeur. If not, then that means that the Titans select select Shedeur Sanders with the first pick. But I just something just inside just feel like the Raiders gonna try their best to try to find a way to get Shedeur Sanders.
Okay. Hey, y'all watching Sports Talk with BWatts. Tonight, I'm your host, Bernard Watts. You just heard from Coach Dre right there. What's up, son of Yahweh? How you doing, man? You doing okay? BWatts and the Dream Team panel. Man, we appreciate you coming, man. We just two country boys here doing what we like to do. FD, what's going on? Ain't no big eyes over here. I'm a little eye. I'm a little you. What's up, Tim? Miss E. Willer. What's going on, darling? I ain't seen you in a month or 2 months. My dog, she turned on me late last night with Coach Dre, but that's all right. You still my dog, Miss Phillips. FD said, what's good, Coach Dre? Miss Sabrina, Blankenship, what's going on with you? Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. My dog, Patrick Williams. What's up, bro? Appreciate it. They go my brother, showing up. George Stokes, out of Georgia. A Georgia Bulldog fan. Bro, we waiting on you to turn to Colorado, bro. We're going to talk a little. We're gonna start adding a little Georgia Bulldogs in this thing. We working on some stuff. Q-Dog. 2 is going to the New York Giants, Coach Dre. All right. VF, what's going on? How you feel? My dog, Brian Johnson, never fail. My dog, DH, what's up? Mustang Crazy from the ATL. You better know it. Them Georgia boys. Tell Coach Dre, ain't nothing Miami about us up in here. Florida, ain't no Florida boys up in here. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, son of Yahweh. SB, my girl, what's going on? Get the best to Uncle Neely for us. Brian Johnson said the Raiders had a chance, but winning those games down the stretch hurt them 100%. 100%. Miss E. Willis said, my mom was in the hospital. She's doing better now, so I'm back. Hey, we'll be praying for Miss Willis. My dog, Miss Garcia, hadn't seen you in 2 months, but you're still my dog. What's going on? She said, I hope you're right, Coach Dre. All right. Hey, like I said, I'm supposed to have a guest. I don't know if he's going to come up or not. He said we're going to come up. I sent the link out yesterday, so we'll wait and see. So I think we're a little past a minute. Is he said around about 8:15. Okay. All right. So we'll see. If not, me and Coach Dre, we're going to rock on. Coach Dre. Shedeur Sanders, a franchise quarterback. When you think of a franchise quarterback, to me, personally, I think about his leadership. I think about a person who can guide a team on and off the field. And when I also look at his play on the field, I look at his decision making, his accuracy. Uh, like I said, once again, it's about his leadership, how he can uh, how can he guide a team when they go on the wrong way. So when you look at a franchise quarterback, what is your definition, and what do you see in Shedeur to make him a franchise quarterback?
When you talk about a franchise quarterback, you're talking about a guy that not only can lead your football team, but when you're talking about the NFL, you're talking about an organization and a whole city. Uh, because 9 times out of 10, you're the face of this city, of this franchise. Wherever Shedeur Sanders lands, he will be the face. Uh, he's a one of one when it comes to quarterbacking. He was built for this. When you got the last name Sanders on the back of your jersey, it carries a lot of weight. And for a kid to have to go through life with that kind of pressure playing that position, he's carried it very well. And now people are starting to see what he's really like. But you gotta be a great leader on and off the football field. And Shedeur Sanders has showed you those
Mhm.
qualities since high school, not since college. He's showed you those qualities since high school, and they're documented. Now, the thing that everybody's going to talk about and we hear all the time is, well, he hasn't played for anybody but his dad. Well, that's not his fault, right? That's not his fault.
Mhm.
Uh, and his dad wasn't the head coach in high school. I want to reiterate that his dad was not the head coach at his school in high school. Coach Hart was the head coach at Trinity when Shedeur was in high school. And he was the leader of that great high school team that he had. Um, he's been built for this. This ain't just started for Shedeur. You talking about Peyton Manning, you talking about Brett Favre, you talking about Joe Montana's. In this day and age, you talking about Patrick Mahomes, you talking about Lamar Jackson, guys like that. Most of those guys, Aaron Rodgers, they had a chip on their shoulder. They had a chip on their shoulder because they told them what they couldn't do. Remember, the greatest quarterback of all time was picked in the 6th round. Nobody ever thought Tom Brady would amount to anything. All he did was do what he was supposed to do. So when you think about it, most of all of these guys, they have the same thing in common. They got a chip on their shoulder. They've been counted out. People told them what they couldn't do. Lamar Jackson, oh, we gonna make you a running back. You ain't gonna never play the quarterback position in the NFL. That just ain't gonna work. And that's where, to me, when I look at it, where Shedeur fits in, because he got a chip on his shoulder. Because everybody's counting him out now. Every week is something new. I've just never seen every week where it's something new. And as long as this process is going on, they're gonna try to find ways to try to put somebody in front of him. And I don't think Shedeur's worried, not one inkling or one bit, because he knows what he's getting. You hear how he talks, and he understands that, hey, now it's me. I'm talking for myself. You ain't got to talk to Coach Prime. You can talk to me. Uh, but he gonna still be my dad. And so if y'all don't think that man is not gonna do the fatherly things now, it's not just gonna be the coach things. It's gonna be more the dad things now. It won't what's best for his dad, but he's definitely a franchise quarterback, and he's going to put butts in seats wherever he goes. And any team that picks him up, you pick up 10 to 15,000 fans, because all the Colorado fans, half of the Jackson fans, they're gonna become fans of your organization just because you have Shedeur Sanders.
I agree with you 100% there on that one, Coach Ray. Uh, Want to thank Reverend Nels. Appreciate you, man. Salute you, my brother. Uh, Said salute BWatts, Coach Dre, and the chat. May the blessing of the Lord and bless you real good. I will share that with Coach Dre. He will get $2.50 of that, and we appreciate it tonight from you, Red. All right. Miss Sabrina said, I will follow Legendary too, wherever what NFL team he goes to, I will watch. Yep, we sure will. I know that's right. Miss Selma Johnson. Talking Sports Talk with BWatts and Coach Dre. Two is legendary. He really is. All right, Miss Phyllis. I didn't turn on you, BWatts. She's out here. Nah. Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Can't wait to meet you. I hope to meet you out there in Colorado. So, Coach Dre, also, when you look at two as a quarterback, right? We've seen the things that he did on the field, the good and the bad. Now, going to this next level at the NFL level, what are some things you think he needs to clean up to be more of a franchise quarterback going into the league next year?
I mean, it's the one thing I think everybody sees is they sometimes you think he holds the ball just a tad bit too long. Again, you will see the Shedeur that you saw probably the first 2 years at Jackson going into the NFL. He will get a playbook. He will, but he won't have the command of the offense like he had these last 2 seasons at the University of Colorado, right? So it'll be more
Right.
of him finding his way in the NFL. That's one thing I think that, but holding the ball maybe a little bit too long uh, is one of the things that I've just noticed sometimes, and it's been a couple of times on even on plays where you hear the commentator say, "Hey, that sack wasn't on the offensive line. Shedeur might have held the ball
Right.
a little bit too long." So besides that, I just don't see it. He got a great deep ball. He fits balls in tight windows.
True.
And I think I want him to run more when he has the opportunity. When you see it, hey, if you see it and like I get once you get to about that second check in the NFL, if there's a
It's time to
lane for
go.
you to go try to get yards, go ahead and take it. But besides that, B Watts, he checks all the other boxes. He's smart, he's intelligent, he got a great arm. Uh and any playbook that you give him, I know he's gonna learn it. Like I said, I just think these first few years you'll see more of a guy like you saw in Jackson. But like anybody, nobody talks about Shedeur has this year was the first, even not even this year, not even this year. He's not had the same offensive coordinator any year he been in college. No year in
Right.
college had he had the same offensive coordinator. And so for a kid to do as well as he did and continuously change the offensive coordinators and things of that nature, you have to tip your hat off to him. But that's the one thing I would say is I think he holds the ball sometimes just a little bit too long.
Yeah. That's the only thing I see too, because a lot of people trying to hear a couple people over there on X talking about his ball, talking about his arm strength. But I think that'll come. I think he still got a decent arm to fit a ball in a tight window in the
Tom Brady,
NFL. I mean,
Tom Brady don't
sometimes
have great arm.
a
There's
strength and conditioning coach at the next level can bring the best out of you and make you better than what college has, because they got more revenue and more things to teach them at on a high level. But other than that, man, should do that dude. And I'm being honest. I heard your take about the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with your take. But if I'm Tennessee, I know I need a quarterback. I ain't trading that pick to nobody. I don't care what Coach Prime say. He coming to Tennessee if I'm the owner. He gonna be my franchise quarterback, and I'm gonna make sure I get. If I'm the general manager, I draft Shilo, or I pick up Jimmy Horn Jr. on one of them wide receivers just to make him happy. He's a franchise quarterback, and he's gonna be successful. That's just me. If I was Tennessee, I ain't trading him to
I
nobody.
don't
I
think
don't care what Tom Brady said.
I don't think Tennessee gonna trade the pick. I don't think they're gonna trade the number one pick. I just don't know if they're gonna pick Shedeur. I
Right.
think they might pick Travis. I don't think Tennessee gonna. It's the second pick. It's the Cleveland Browns pick is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the Tennessee Titans pick. I think Tennessee goes, but if they pick Travis, then I think we'll see the Raiders come into play, but not with the
Right.
first
With
pick.
Cleveland.
Not the first pick.
No.
The Titans. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the Titans go. They need too much. They need too much not to take that first pick. So yeah, they're not gonna trade the first pick. I would be surprised if they trade. Like you said, I there's no way. you can't explain that to your franchise if you trade away the first pick and you could have got Shedeur Travis. You just can't.
Right.
To me, you just can't explain.
Well, I'm with Miss Phillips. What her comment say? If I'm the Cleveland Brown, I'm still ain't trading my pick. Shedeur Sanders is a franchise quarterback. To me, he's just the best quarterback in this draft. I like Cam Ford, but I'm gonna be honest. I like Jackson Dart at Ole Miss before I like Cam Ward. That's just me. That's me personally. Cause when I look at Jackson Dart, boy, he remind me of Brett Favre. And I'm telling you right, with his legs, he get up out of there. All you gotta do is just go look at his stats. This dude don't rush for 400 to 500 yards this year and last year. Cam Ward don't scramble to me. That's just me.
I think this year
I
he just.
think Cam Ward is the third best quarterback. To me, on my
Yeah,
draft
yeah.
board, I want to do it.
I feel you. I feel you with that. I think Cam Ward didn't scramble because like when he came and played Florida, he was like when he did run, he was just like, man, I can do this all day. I think people know he can scramble. I think he was going out his way this year to try to show people he can sit in the pocket and throw the football. You get what I'm saying? That's just me. But I have no problem with Jackson Dart. I I don't and what he did in the SEC, you can't compete with that. What he did in the SEC, you definitely can't compete with that. So I have no problem with Jackson Dart at all. I think he better than Jalen Milroe because at one time they were saying Jalen Milroe
Oh yeah,
might be number 3 or Quentin Ewers, and I think he better than both, especially both of them.
right. Yeah. All right, chat. Y'all participate in the chat. Help me out. Help me out. What order of the draft do you think Shedeur Sanders will be picked at? 1, 2, or 3? Talk to me in the chat. Let us know. And if you got a question for Coach Dre, put it down in the chat. All right? He'll get your answer to you. The best he can do. Mustang Crazy said, Ole Miss Dart is the truth. I agree. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I don't study. I've been watching him for 3 years. I tell you, a person put him on me, told me to check him out, Alpha. And ever since 2 years ago, I've been checking him out. And I was checking him out before then. J Truck said, Max Shea said he likes Cam, and 75% is saying Cam will go over too. I just disagree with that. Miss E. Willer, first. JR Boxer says second. Joe third. Cam can run if he wants to. He scrambled before he came to Miami. Okay, appreciate your comment. Third with no trade up. 2 with trade up. Sabrina said third pick with the Giants. She thinks he's going, okay, I like him at the Giants too. Patrick Williams said 2 will be 1. I agree. He better be. He need to be. Miss Smith said, I think New York really wants to do it. Boy, they were hanging out with him, wasn't they? They were hanging out. CoachDre, while I'm looking at these, tell me about the East-West Shrine Bowl. Why didn't Jimmy Horn, Cam, them play? Just give me your opinion. I don't know. I really don't know.
Uh, I I'm like that. I think that some teams, they were really high on him, and what they didn't want was for him to go out there. When you talk about, especially when you talk about hamstrings and ankles, it's easy to. It's anything can tweak them. You ain't even got to get hit to tweak your hamstring, just running a route or to tweak your ankle. And I think somebody was saying Cam maybe he had got a little banged up during the week. So, this is the one thing I want people to understand is our kids were the only kids that sat out. It was about 10 or 11 kids that came to the Shrine Bowl, practice all week, and then when it came time to the game, they sat out. They had to fly kids in the day of the game just so they could have enough kids to play. So when everybody go to trying to rat on our kids or try to downplay the CU kids, man, y'all miss me with that. Because like I say, it was a lot of kids what I want everybody to understand are the practices are way more important than the game.
That's right. No.
Especially
Yeah, practice
especially
here.
especially at the East West Shrine Bowl, because going towards the end of the week, the recent Senior Bowl starts practice. So that Saturday, that Sunday and Monday practice, they had all the scouts at the East West Shrine Bowl, right?
Right.
Towards the end of the week, Tuesday, all the scouts were going down to the East West. Going down to the recent Senior Bowl. So a lot of the scouts, and by Thursday, all of them had gone. So they had to mess with all the kids, told them what they needed to told them what they needed to hear, and they went on down to the Senior Bowl. So I think with Jimmy, I think they told him only thing they was really what people really waiting on is that 40 time at the combine to see what he does at the combine, because he has a body of work, and what he did at the Shrine Bowl against some of the top tier talent in the country is he showed that if I'm healthy, what I can do. And it's some teams I don't think that really want to risk him going out there, springing his ankle, pulling a hamstring. So that's what I think. The East West Shrine Bowl was hard for me to watch. It was
Well,
just
I
hard for
can
me.
watch.
It
Oh,
was hard to watch. No disrespect to the quarterbacks that played on that West team. It just didn't look good. And my guys running wide open, and they not throwing them the football, things of that nature. It was hard to watch. I'm not going.
yeah.
But the one bright point for us was that Shilo, all that criticism that went on all week, Shilo went out there and played his behind off, showed what kind of safety he could be in the NFL. Again, I've been telling y'all for months that they're not gonna ask Shilo to have to cover receivers. He gonna cover tight ends and running backs in the NFL. Shilo was up in the box. You would have thought where Shilo was lining up at, you would have thought Shilo was a linebacker.
Really?
You would have
Yeah.
thought Shilo was a linebacker with the way he lined up in the game, playing that NFL defense. So, but the biggest thing is, like I tell everybody, man, the way y'all down these kids, and like these kids have, they have families, they have so I try, like I said, that's why I'm not saying, it was hard to watch those quarterbacks play on the West team. And so it was hard to watch. I did watch it because I wanted Will. Will got a good catch the first drive. The Jonte had a great opening kickoff. And like I say, but those boys had already put on enough film in during the week. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, BWatts. People tired of Colorado.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna just tell you
Everybody keep talking about it, man. They staying
anything.
in the news. Hey, it's a
It,
12-month cycle.
it's a 12-month cycle. We just for a whole month, all we heard about was Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders going to the NFL. Well, after all the head coaching jobs get filled up, his kids go to the Shrine Bowl and they ball out, and that's all anybody talking about. How these guys are. People tired of Colorado. It is losing other schools and other networks money. The biggest one is ESPN, because they are sponsored by the SEC. They need the SEC schools to be getting that attention. No school from the SEC is getting that kind of attention.
Right.
Not even
Now, not long Deion Sanders on the team there, ain't. But like
so.
you saying about Shiloh, man, Shiloh is my favorite player on Colorado. Shiloh still got that HBCU in him, man. I told y'all yesterday. Shiloh, when they were going on the field, he's still doing that Jackson State stuff, man. He danced to his own music. Even
But
Coach Prime said, man, Shiloh got a mind of his own. Like I said, when they kicked that ball off, that big old dude caught that ball. He saw Shiloh. First thing he did, he headed straight for out of bounds. Shiloh still was at it. I said, get him, boy. Go get him. Shiloh was going to try to put his ass up there in that thing.
I mean,
boy,
he
that
all.
boy, hit on him, boy.
If you listen to Shiloh talk, again, those guys are a compliment of their dad. They tell you exactly what you want to hear. He said, y'all just think like that. Here's what I want y'all to grasp about Shilo Sanders. He came out of college as a 4-star safety. He went to the University of South Carolina, which is arguably in the greatest conference in college football, right? As a
Right.
true Shilo Sanders played on every special team. In the last 4 games of the season, Shilo started for an SEC caliber team. And hey, let me just fill y'all in on a little secret. Deion Sanders didn't coach that team.
Right. Right.
I say
Right.
that again, y'all in the back. Deion Sanders didn't coach that team.
Right.
Okay, so now he could have happily stayed. And this is where the selfishness comes in for this young man and how much he loves his daddy. Why do I come down from South Carolina to go to Jackson State? One reason. My dad is the head coach. And I need my brother's there. And I need my brother and my daddy to win. I want them to be successful. That's what I got in my blood. So I'm finna go down here and leave South Carolina where I was destined to start as a true sophomore. And when he came to Jackson State, he ripped Jackson State apart. Okay? He was the best player on the defense until he got hurt.
Right.
He tore his ACL. You know what, guys? ACL tears usually take a year to come back. Shilo came back in like 8 to 9 months.
Right.
And he was
Yeah, he
rushing this.
always come back early from an injury. He came back this year with that
And so,
elbow.
and so now I'm trying to get y'all to something. So our first year at Colorado, oh, y'all forget he was all Pac-12, led the team in tackles, probably arguably the greatest player on defense the first year at Colorado. Was on his way to that before he got hurt this year. The only thing that ever has stopped Shilo Sanders is his injuries. That's it. Nothing else has stopped Shilo Sanders except for his injuries and maybe him trying to push himself to get back faster so he can help his father.
Yeah.
That's the only
You're
thing
right.
that's that kid. So
You're
that's
right.
just
You're right. You're right. You're right. 100%. What I like about Shiloh, they did that interview with him, Darius on Reach the People. That Shiloh said, Shiloh, man, they asking everybody, man, where you be at, Shiloh? What Shiloh at? What Shiloh at? Shiloh told us that, man, I pay my rent. You know how much rent is? I got to sit here and enjoy my rent. I ain't got time to go down there watch Trav get no award. Boy, that dude. I love that dude, but he all about him, man. JR Boxing got a question. What state represent the most players on CU currently roster? Man, you think I'm finna say your state name? You got me wrong. CoachDre might tell you. I'm gonna say the Georgia.
listen, man. You are
Yeah.
listen, bro. I
Hey,
and,
he wants you to say Texas so bad.
listen and listen, and that's great. That's great. We understand that, But BWatts got the thing I sent him on in his message, and it tells you what state is number one and what state is number two, and your state come in number three. Jr. We
It
just want
came
to let
in
you.
at 3.
It came in number three. So we don't want to talk to you about your state. Thank you.
Yeah. Texas came in at number 3. Coach Dre done sent me that list. FD say the Steelers want Jimmy. That's why I want Shiloh to go to the Steelers or Falcons. Sabrina Blankenship said they graded was very up with the Scouts. Miss E, it was said they were told not to risk injury. You're right. You're right. My dog, all access sports media, the Senior Bowl had to do the same. Coach Dre, which one the best one? Which one is the major one? I thought the Senior Bowl is the major one. What's going on? What's the difference between the East-West Shrine Bowl and the Senior Bowl?
So the Senior Bowl is for seniors, strictly seniors. So you got to be getting ready to go. You done with college all the way for the recent Senior Bowl. With the Shrine Bowl, like if Travis wanted to play in the Shrine Bowl this year, he could have played. So any kids that when you declare for the NFL, they'll let you come and play in the Shrine Bowl. Uh, right now the Senior Bowl is the biggest bowl because You saw Mike, like all the even the head coach was there. So they say they get the best players to come to the Senior Bowl. But after what you saw this week, the Shrine Bowl is moving its way up, and that was the people don't understand Coach Prime. Okay, well y'all say this is the best. Well, I'm gonna show you why this here can be the best. So I'm gonna take my guys to the game where y'all say it ain't the best, and I'm gonna make it look the best. And that's what they did. But the Reese's Bowl has always been the bowl that's been the bigger name and where most people went. You see, the Shrine Bowl was played on NFL Network, and the Reese's Bowl was played on ESPN. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you have to look at it. But with what they did this week and the way the Shrine Bowl, like the Reese's Bowl practices didn't look as good as the Shrine Bowl practices, and that's just telling the truth. So, but the Reese's Bowl is the bigger bowl right now.
Okay. So, Coach Dre, when you look at the new strength and conditioning coach, right, what he got going on now with the team that's already there, what's how much important it is for the strength and conditioning program that they got going on for these new guys to get ready for the season?
Oh, it's big. The strength and conditioning coach is the head coach for right now. Because he's the leader. Everything that he does is A1. Swayze is gonna take this thing to another level. Again, he's Coach Prime went out and hired a master builder. He went out and hired a master builder where you can, and not only did he hire a master builder, he hired a guy that has a body of work. You can go see what kind of houses he done built. You saw what he did at Miami and the athletes he turned out, 5 Hall of Famers and things of that nature. So, and the one thing I see a little different that I saw last year was it looked like they having fun with it. I hear him say that all the time. Hey, if y'all make this thing fun, I guarantee you to get a lot easier. And I see
Mm-hmm.
those guys doing that. Like you see Timmons joking around. Hey, you see, I'm here. I'm ready. Let's get up.
He
Let's go. Let's
said,
do this. So they're making it fun. And when you having fun, you don't think about what you're doing.
mm-hmm.
And so I just see that as one of his things that he does. But these guys have bought in to what he's doing. I think you see the difference already with some of these guys' explosion, their speed, and we just get started. And you hear him say in his first meeting with the team, you don't have to worry about telling me what it looked like because I already know what it looked like, and I'll tell you. Well, you've already heard Coach Swayze say, "I'm impressed. If we keep doing
Mm-hmm.
what we doing, ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with us. We already got this championship pedigree, and we already got guys stepping up into these leadership roles. Also, when they bring in the Marines, the guy who was the head of the Marine thing, he got coached by Coach Swayze. He played for the University of
Right,
Miami. Again, he
right.
didn't make it to the NFL, but he went to the Marines, and he tells you that the stuff that Coach Swayze taught them in Miami, he took that and applied it to the Marines. So you see that it's not just football with Swayze, and that's what I took from it. And so not everybody has pretty much bought in to what you see, and what you see is explosion. You see these kids working. You see them having fun. They giggling. They laughing. But at the same time, they working and they putting in the time that's needed. And like I say, right now, the strength and conditioning coach is like the head coach because this is the
Okay.
time where he gets himself, where he get every guy ready to hand them back over to their coaches when spring ball starts.
All right. Once again, we're at our halfway point. We want to say you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Coach Dre. We're getting ready to come to you every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, if you have a business or if you know somebody got a business that want to sponsor the show, contact us and we'll get them going as soon as possible. Hey, y'all, everybody say hello to my brother right there, George Stokes. He's from Georgia, right here in the same state with me. And he also a pastor of a church. Reverend Nelson, this Reverend Stoke. That's my brother, George Stoke. Appreciate you tuning in, brother. He a Georgia fan, though, y'all. He a Georgia fan. But, Coach Dre, check this out. When you look at the wide receiver group, I did a show on the wide receiver group, right? Check this out. I talked about Omarion Miller. I talked about Joseph Williams, Quinn Gibson, Draylon Miller, and I talked about Cam. I also talked about Timmons. But there was one people kept telling me about that I didn't even you did not mention Adrian Wilson. Now I don't know if you noticed that. I forgot all about it. But they sent me 2 videos. But the one video I couldn't upload it, but I got the other one. This dude jumped over a car. Coach Dre catching a football. Watch this. Now, this ain't the one he was catching a football. And to the chat, I had told y'all yesterday I was going to share the video with y'all. It's just a little 3-second video on this one. But the other one that I can't, for some reason, StreamYard won't let me upload that one. Man, this dude, Adrian Wilson is the wide receiver that coming in. And here you go. Oh, my God, he did it. He did it. I'm going to show it one more time. But, oh, my God, he did it. He did it. Now, in the other one, they were throwing a football with him. It was a longer car. Now, do you remember him? I don't remember him.
Yeah,
Adrian Wilson.
Him. Adrian Wilson. He's a great athlete. A 25 kid. He's played 7-on-7. So I've seen him on the circuit. He's a kid that's quiet. Exactly what he doing is what he wants people to think. Forget about him, and then he gonna come out of nowhere and he gonna surprise some people. Because you have the bigger names of guys that's in that receiver room that are proven and on the college level. We're not talking about the high school level. Because I tell you, like I tell the kids that come into high school from the little league level or the middle school level, what you did in middle school and little league don't mean nothing to me. I need to see you get out here on this football field with these big dogs and show up and show out. And that's what we got to look forward to with these guys that we have in our receiver room. Right now, you got Omarion Miller coming in off of injury. We need him to step up. You got Timmons, who was injury prone last year. You got a kid, JoJo Wilson, who played at Tulsa, who is coming into the play with the big boys and want to prove that he's a guy. He's that guy. Everybody else that we're thinking of, they coming from the high school ranks. They got to come in and prove themselves. The Farrakhan's, the Q6s. You got a guy like I think people forget about Mathis. Mathis played as a true freshman. The only reason Mathis didn't really play this year is because he was hurt. He had a hamstring. He could never get healthy. Every time he would get healthy, like I say, them hamstrings only get better when you rest them. That's the only time your hamstring can get better is when it can rest. You can ice it, get it back strong. But it never just can get healthy if you're continuously trying to play on it. But this Adrian Wilson kid, he could be special. He could be a Marion Miller from 2 years ago. He could be a Marion Miller from 2 years ago. A kid that nobody's talking about, thinking about you. Put him in a football game, and all of a sudden he go off for 100, almost 200 yards. That's just the caliber of talent that this young man is. And so you got to be excited about the receiver room as a whole. When you, like you say, when you got a guy like Adrian Wilson, that whenever you talk about the receivers, nobody brings him up. That nobody brings him up.
All right. Troy Blythe said, wait till we unleash our big tight end room. What you think about the tight end room, big dog?
I like it. I like it. Again, here's my biggest thing with everybody. And I like I said, I was in here with you last night, and me and Miss Phyllis said, when you said Well, Dre, I don't think we're going to. What I'm telling you is, I think we're going to be a 60-40 offense, right? Coach Dre, what you mean by 60-40 offense? 1 week we could go, we could pass it more than we run it. Then the next week we can run it more than we pass it. Last year we was 80-20. We gonna pass it 80% of the time. We gonna run it 20% of the time. Well, this year I think we'll be more of a 60-40, a 60-40 balance. When you get what this is one thing that all teams do or coaches do. When you get behind by 7, that don't mean you got to change your strategy of what you come to do. Now, when you get down by 14, now you got to think about it. But down by 7, you don't have to change what you're trying to do. And this year, I like Salter. I still don't think he gonna have the ability that Shedeur had to change plays like that.
CoachDre, let me tell you something. I don't mean to cut you out. You know I don't do that. Listen to you. I hear you. I've been here, but I'm here to tell you and the chat. This boy Salt, this dude Salt. Now I'm not saying he gonna just automatically get that quarterback position. Now, I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. And I know it's gonna be a battle, but when it comes to Juju and this boy, they on totally two different levels. Totally two different levels. If you look at this dude's stats from 2023 and watch his film work, CoachDre, this boy is polished up, man. Outwatch a breakdown of T-Cal over there on Griffin Prime they did on him. This dude called his own plays at that line of scrimmage too. Now, if he proves that he can do that, they're gonna get him that range of that offense. But hear me, I understand what you're saying. This is just my belief. If he proves he can do it, Coach Prime shouldn't hold this dude back. This dude got a chance. I'm not saying he will. This dude got a chance to be special. He got the chance to be real special. Not only can he throw that ball, this dude can run that ball. Go ahead and finish it. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want you to know.
I agree with a lot of that. But what I do know, this is what I know, is he gonna have to show that.
Yeah.
And if he shows that, I agree with you 100. If he shows that
don't hold
he
him
has
back.
that type of right, don't hold him back. But I think that when you look at his tape, he was able to do a lot of that stuff what he was doing because they had a good running back and he was a threat to run. So that opened up a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Now you got more people flowing you got more people in the box when you got a guy like Salter at quarterback. Instead of them trying to play more of a coverage type of defense, you trying to play more of a run stop type of defense. And you got more people in the box. So that will open up your passing game a lot more. I believe the guy can be special. This is what I'm gonna say to everybody is Juju not gonna give it up easy, but this is the one thing. He's a 17-year-old kid.
Thank you.
Coming into when I say 17-year-old kid, guys, Juju will not turn 18 till late October, if I'm not mistaken, or early November. He's going to be 17 almost a full football season. But this one I'm gonna tell you BWatts. That's that same kid that was 13 that took a high school team to the state championship in your state of Georgia in big boy football. So we know that he has the caliber to do it. Salter told you guys that Prime didn't promise him anything. All he did was promise him the opportunity to come. That if you come here, you'll have the opportunity to start. If I'm the head coach, do I start Salter? Without a shadow of a doubt. But if Juju and him are even, if him and Juju are even, it's going to be hard pressed not to start Juju, guys. But I believe that this guy will be the starter going into Georgia Tech. That I agree with everybody on that because again, this kid is 7. Remember, Juju's supposed to be getting ready for another year of high school football. He's in the class of 26. He's not a class of 25 kid. He's a class of 26 kid. So there's nothing wrong with him being the backup to because Salter has 1 year, guys. Y'all got to understand it. It ain't like he got multiple years. Salter has 1 year. He got 1 year to make this thing happen for himself. But you got to come in here and win this team over. And the one thing I did see, and I don't know if a lot of people saw that, when they did the Marine thing, Salter went with the offensive lineman. Salter was in there with the offensive lineman. So you can see that what he said in that when he first introduced himself to the team, he's showing that right now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, again, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, real killers move in silence. Juju ain't saying much.
No, he ain't saying much, but I'm here to tell y'all, and I want you to hear it too, Coach Dre. If a 17-year-old can beat out a 22-year-old, that 22-year-old done played 4 years already in college. He ain't all where he's claimed to be. He gonna have to hit that transfer portal. That's all I gotta say of that now. And I just don't see that. If I'm good at what I'm doing, and I'm 22, and I know a junior is coming to college to beat me, man, ain't no way. I don't care what he gonna do. That ain't no way. Rick George need to get rid of their offensive coordinator, whoever brought Salt in, if that happens. I'm on record saying that. Ain't no way. So Arch Manning is real good. He done sat 2 years over there in Texas.
He
shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have sat this year. He should have sat that first year. He shouldn't have sat this year. I think of Arch Manning, the quarterback at the University of Texas. It's a different ball game. But again, that's a great point, though, BWatts. That is a great point. And that's why people can't get upset. Because Arch Manning he a Manning. That's all you need to know. He a Manning.
That's it.
He could have went anywhere else and probably started. They'd have made sure he started. But he sat, he waited his time. Archie Manning might be one and done.
That's all it takes.
Archie
one good year. You go right to your ticket.
1 year. And he probably goes to the NFL.
Yep. So you're right.
So, and what I'm telling y'all is, again, I'm not putting no pressure on Juju to start. I'm not. If he start, like BWatts said, if he start, then I know we got a hell of a football team. If he don't start, I'm not upset because I know we got somebody in. It's you go to sleep real good, know you got somebody to back him up.
Right.
Again,
Coach Prime got 5 years of good quarterback.
You got to also understand, this is one thing I always tell kids. When you the second team person, you one play away from being the starter. You one play away from being the starter. We got to see that up close and personal this year with Hank Soliskis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you wasn't getting it done to what the coaches wanted. Hey, you put in cash, and cash never gave a spot back. So you got to always be ready. So just because you start the season off don't mean you're going to end the season. I keep telling y'all, I think we get so caught up in who started the game.
You're right.
Swayze told you it's about who finished. It's about who in the game in crunch time and who finished football game, not about who starts.
Hey, got a question here from a brother. Do good athletes mean they will be good football players, Coach Dre?
That's a hard question to answer. Most good athletes
You frozen up.
When you're an athlete, that means being a good athlete, like, you can do a lot of things. So that it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be a good football player. It doesn't. Because if you're not willing to put the work in, if you're not dedicated to your craft, if you're not doing the little things that Coach Prime keep talking about, I don't care how great of an athlete you is. I really don't. If you can't go to class, if you can't get the places on time, if you can't, it's the little things. See, athletes is athletes. This is what you got to tell yourself all over the world. It's plenty of athletes. what makes you different? What makes you Shedeur Sanders act when Omarion Miller went out there and played that great game when we played USC last year, and Prime came to the press conference. The man say, Coach Prime, has Omarion Miller showed you that in practice? His answers verbatim. No, I didn't even know he could do that.
Yep.
Just because you're a great athlete, if you don't do the little things right, it'll come up. A guy like Cash Cleveland had no stars. He played at one
Right.
of
You're
the
right.
best high schools in the country. Started next to Jordan Seaton.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. You're
The
freezing
best
up.
athlete.
I've got to
Yes,
move on.
sir.
Got another question for you, Coach Dre. D said, Coach Dre, do you think Shilo can cover an NFL team tight ends?
For sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. He's physical enough. He's physical enough to cover NFL tight ends.
All right, got another question right here. Is Sam Hart still on the team recovering from his injury?
Hart is still with the team. He just was injured.
All right. Well, I seen some more. I lost where I was at. Thought I seen JR somewhere. Yeah. Question. Will we have a 1,000-yard rusher as a running back? No. You will have that as a quarterback. That's why you put that RB on there. You know I was going to say quarterback. I let Coach Dre give it. That's my opinion. My answer is no. You might have a 6 or 7, but running back, no. Quarterback, all closely, is Salt to play the whole year. He going to get 8 to 1,000. Take it to the bank, JR. But go ahead, Coach Dre. Go ahead, Coach Dre.
I want to say yes so bad. I
Yeah.
want to say yes so bad, but I just don't know. I just don't know BWatts because I in my heart of hearts I feel like we're gonna get them Jackson State years, and I think we're gonna get us 1,000-yard rush.
He talking about one running back going to get 1,000 yards.
100-yard rusher from the running back, and then Salter rusher from the backfield, and Salter will give you 5. That's what I got. I don't think Salter gonna give you 1,000 yard from the quarterback position.
Yeah. But what running back you think? Who the fastest person on the team, Coach Dre? You hear me? Coach Dre breaking up. You hear me? Coach Dre freezing up.
I'm here.
Okay. Who do you think the fastest person on the team? I'm going with Cam.
Go
Who you think IA? All right, Coach Dre gonna pop on and come back off because you keep breaking up. All right, talk to the chat. Who do y'all think the fastest player on Colorado this year? Put it down in the chat. Let me know what you think. And who you think the leading running back will be coming into the spring game. The lead running back to me, I think gonna Isaiah Augusta gonna be the leading running back. And when you look at the fastest player, when I looked at that race from Reach the People, man, Cam Michael looked like he healthy, y'all. He looked like he ready to go get it. He's gonna be the sleeper, the silent assassin for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team this year because he's healthy. I'm telling you, they mess around and get Cam Michael. He from the state of Georgia, Statesboro, Georgia. They mess around and get him that ball in the open. Man, look at him. Let me tell you something. This boy, him finna shake something. He get ready to shake something this year. Cam Michael got a chance to be better than, man, he got a chance to be just real good, y'all. I don't want to put that much pressure on him, but I just think he got a chance to be something special this year for Coach Prime. I really thought he gonna get in that game, few games last year, but he had that surgery. And whenever you have that surgery, go up under that knife and take something with you, take something out of it. Then Coach Prime didn't risk the chance of putting him out there because he still had a bright future ahead, like 3 more years. But I'm trying to tell y'all, keep your eye on Cam Michael. He gonna be a game changer for Salter at that quarterback position. And you can imagine in that wide receiver room, if Omarion Miller come with his head straight, and if he come want to be that wide receiver number one, got that dog mentality, Colorado offense ain't gonna miss a beat. But it's gonna depend on our offensive coordinator too. He got to know how to scheme it up for him, and he should know. He's been in the NFL. All he got to do is go look at Andy Reid's offense for the Kansas City Chiefs. How they using that number one out of the backfield. He ain't waiting to develop no route 20 or 30 yards downfield because Salter ain't finna stand back there no way and wait to that. If he the quarterback, starting quarterback, Salter gonna get in there and do that 1,001, and he gone. And he gone. And he gone. Okay, CoachDre back. Let me bring him back up. All right.
My bad.
Who you think the fast on the team, CoachDre?
It's between Cam and Isaiah.
You say Isaiah?
And they need to race and get it over.
Yeah, them two that need to race and go and get it over with.
Him. Yeah. Because that's what it's down to. I thought it was Hood, but when I heard what he said ran in 100, I think if he don't get injured going into that season, I think he might be a lot faster. But right now it's between Augusta and Cam Michael.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think Cam gonna have a breakout year, man. I just really do. And also, man, DJ McKinnon, man, that first 50 yards, boy, he side by side with IA. DJ McKinnon, the first 50 to 60 yards, he was ahead of IA. You hear me? CoachDre having technical difficulty. But like I say, you're right. You're right in the field. I can't wait to see Cam too. I think Cam got a chance to be something special back there. Cam really can play both ways. They give him an opportunity. He probably be better next year on the defensive side because when Preston Hodge came back, that kind of shored up their defensive backfield. So when you got DJ McKinnon, you got Colton Hood and Preston Hodge coming back, it's going to be hard for anybody on that defensive side crack that starting line and more playing time because when Preston Hodge came back, that really helped the defensive coordinator, Robert Livingston. Boy, he can do a lot of things back there now with them three. And I'm sure he can scheme it. He can do it any way he wants back there when Preston Hodge came back. So when you look at the defensive coordinator this year in his second year, what's your expectation?
I expect us to be dominant. I expect the defense to be the leaders. I believe that's going to be our strong point this year. When you got a defensive line coming back, there's only one spot that you worry about right now in the defense, and that's the linebackers. And I think we got some guys in that room right now with Fritch, with Hughes, with Webster coming back, Goldberg, Garcia, JB. I think we got some guys in that room that can hold it down. But the secondary, I think, is strong. I think we got the thing when you a good football team, you got to have quality backups, and I think we gonna be solidified at that spot. You're going to have DJ McKinney and Colton Hood at corner with the guy Vickers, who came from Oklahoma, rotate in at that cornerback spot. You got Preston Hodge in that nickel spot. I got Stoudemire and Bird and Byers starting that safety with RJ Riley backing them up and being in that rotation as well. And then you got them young boys behind them, like you got Hollywood Murphy, you got Benzozzi, and guys like that. So I think we're good in that secondary backfield. And Preston Harsh, the way he comes up and hits him and Stoudemire, it makes you very versatile. But this is just me. I think you're gonna see some 4-3 defense as well, not just the actual 4-2-5 that we've been playing. I think you're gonna see some 3 linebacker sets in there this year. I think that Robert Livingston will change that up a little bit as well.
I agree with the rep. JB ran by. He was in third. That shocked me there when I saw that raise the second time. I said, "Dog, that JB." Yeah, you right. JB fast. He real fast. I hope he hang in there. But also when you look at the defensive line, as you were saying, I know I was talking to one of I think TK. I think it was TK. He said Lightfoot is the best defensive lineman. I think he said it on the show. Defensive lineman that we got. He said he thinks he's better than Otis. Jaheim Otis, according to the film.
I mean, just a core. I think with guys like T-Cow, they're just going off of what they see on film. And if you turn on the film, Lightfoot, that's what you'll see. When you turn on the film of Lightfoot, that's exactly what you'll see. That this kid is strong. He's a stump knock down there at that defensive tackle spot. Your boy might be in trouble. Your boy might be in trouble.
I doubt that, CoachDre.
I'm not. I'm being for real.
He gonna be in. My boy gonna be in there.
He gonna play, but you got TC coming back. You got Otis. You got Lightfoot.
Yeah.
You got McNeil, and I believe that you gonna see McPherson play some defensive tackle as well as Ed.
Oh yeah, that bad boy down there. That's a tough cat.
So we can't afford.
They might try to put him on defense. You don't think McPherson make a good linebacker instead of defensive tackle?
No.
You don't think so?
Hey, the thing that was making me laugh last night when you was on here talking was you was really describing that kid to a T. Stark is nothing but a little country town.
Country boy.
I promise you.
I seen his Instagram page, all the stuff he like to do. He love that farm stuff. I say he was down there in Florida. He probably loved looking at them fishes, them alligators, them sharks. They mess around talking about go to Colorado. Oh boy, that's in his neck of the wood, boy.
Right. Hey, I was just sitting here laughing like he just really don't know how he really describing this kid. Like I say, Stark is it's about 15 minutes up the road from me. It's a little town. It's probably population maybe 1,500, maybe maybe anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 people. Everybody know everybody. A small country, just a small country town, bro. And that's where he from. So yes.
He's a country boy. Like I say,
stuff. He right at home.
Man, shoot. He saw them buffalo. I tell you what, let Ralphie don't run down that 20-yard line.
Hey, that's another thing we be forgetting. Brandon Swain is still there too. So like I say, it ain't gonna be no room. And you got the young kid.
Okay, I forgot about him.
And you got the young kid Hudson there, who was really like they call him Baby Sap for a reason. So everybody gonna have to come in here and have their head on straight. And if you ain't got your head on straight, you gonna be standing over there with the coaches. I mean, we want the best guys out there, but it's about the little things we watch. Always for Coach Prime, It's about the little things, the stuff that you do all outside of football that's gonna determine what you do inside of football. So that's what all of
Right, right. All right. Let's go talk about the Super Bowl, Coach Ray. Got a matchup, Patrick Mahomes going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. What do y'all in the chat? Who gonna win the Super Bowl? Help me out. Who y'all like in the Super Bowl? Y'all like the Philadelphia Eagles, or do you like the Kansas City Chiefs? Put it down in the comment section. Who you like, Coach Ray?
I want Philadelphia to win. I want Saquon to get him one. I want Jalen to get him one. But I was that would be me picking with my heart. I just think they're gonna find a Patrick gonna find a way for a three-peat. And it puts
Yeah,
him in the it puts him he stands alone. Not even the great Tom Brady did this. And so now it's gonna be a conversation about the GOAT. It's
yeah.
gonna be
Hey,
a
I'll jump in and ask
conversation
that.
about the greatest
If
of
he
all
win it,
time.
who gonna be? Is
If
he gonna be
Patrick
the GOAT?
Mahomes, if, Pat- if Patrick Mahomes wins, you have to. People don't understand. That's what set Jordan above everybody else. Magic had won two in a row. Bird had won two in a row. Isaiah had won two in a row. What set Michael Jordan on top of all of them was Jordan did it 3 times. And that's when you started saying that Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time. And so uh, I want the Eagles to win because I think Saquon has did every these guys have done everything right to get themselves in position to win the Super Bowl. But you better not let this thing be close in the fourth quarter. You better not let this
Mm.
thing be close in the fourth quarter. You better not you need to be up by 10-14 with about 5 minutes left. Because if you only up 3 or you only up 7 with about with 5 minutes or so left, boy, Mahomes find a way to make it happen.
You are so right, Coach Ray. You can't. You got to go and blow them out if you're gonna beat them. Don't let that game be close. You got to beat him, the referees, and everything, boy. I'm just trying to tell you now. And if he does win it, the conversation, I hate bringing referees in game, but man, when them game closes, man, that thing go either way, boy. And as you were saying, if he wins, bro, that GOAT conversation gonna get serious. You got to look at it. You got if Patrick Mahomes win, yeah, that get that. It's just hard for me to believe a coach like Andy Reid will allow Barkley to beat them when he got 2 weeks to do the Bill Belichick, take away your strength. That's just hard for me to believe, Coach Ray.
Yeah, but I think V whatever they said some real stuff, and I'm the old heads, the old coaches always told me go by your feelings sometime and what you see. It just lined it up to be for Saquon to go out there on his birthday and win the Super Bowl. His birthday is on the Super Bowl, so in my mind I'm just thinking maybe Saquon gonna have a little more juice than normal. But I agree with you. But this is the one thing I want y'all to understand about Andy Reid. Andy Reid failed before he succeeded. He failed. Andy Reid went to what 5 NFC championships in a row with the Eagles
Mm-hmm.
and one Super Bowl, and he didn't win until he get to Kansas City. This is his second stop.
Right,
Nobody
right.
even talk about the Andy Reid in the Eagles. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I be trying to tell y'all about anything in life. You gonna have to fail to get to get the way you going, to get the way you want to go, and you're gonna have to fail. And so, but hey, if Andy Reid does this, the GOAT conversation got to come up about the greatest coach of all time as well.
What, man? I think they're gonna win. I just believe they. I won't Philadelphia win. I just think Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, and the reason that number one back there, that's a matchup problem. Speed kill. He
It does.
mind me straight Jimmy Horn. Skeets Bill, you use them right. Andy Reid know how to use them, boy. He just do.
He an offensive genius. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. When you talk about offensive minds in any game, Andy Reid should be at the top of everybody's list when it comes to just straight calling offensive plays. Nobody's better than Andy Reid to me.
Right. All right, hey y'all, you watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Coach Dre. We got 15 more minutes to deal with y'all, and we finna talk about the trade. The trade hit midnight in the NBA. Boy, they signed Luka out of Dallas to the Los Angeles Lakers, and then they signed Anthony Davis from the Lakers to the Dallas Mavericks. I did a little special this morning, and I'm telling you, it looked like the Lakers have found their next superstar in Luka. And long term, they won that trade. But I'm telling you, in the short term, if Anthony Davis is healthy, him and Kyrie finna go to work out there, boy. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you, him and definitely me. But what gonna hurt the Lakers? They don't have a big man. I'm sure they probably gonna make another trade because they didn't get all their number one picks in that trade. They still got, I think, one more or two more that they can do to help them. So when you heard of the trade, what was your thought?
Like you say, I just think that they want to make sure that they were in prime position to still have a superstar when LeBron gets ready to lay it down. This was more about what people don't know is this was more about money than it was about anything else.
At $350 million,
Luka
5 years
in Dallas, he could get the super max, not just the regular max. He could get the super max because he stayed. That's why the incentive on the super max is for you to stay with one team. So he was coming up to get the super max, and I just don't think they want to pay him the super max. BWatts, and so they're saying that they called the Lakers. I think the Mavericks think their window was real short, and they have a chance to win the championship. Now Anthony Davis has shown this year he's been way more healthier than he's been. So let's go get Anthony Davis now to pair him with Kyrie, and let's see if we can go win a championship this year. For the Lakers, when you call and tell me I can get the talent the like of Luka Doncic, I have to take it. Because LeBron could say I'm done at any moment. Because he's done what people say he said he wanted to do, and that's play with Bronny. So it's getting to the point now that how much of this do LeBron want to do anymore? Do he still want to go out here and play and do how much of this does he really want to do? So I think it was a good trade for both parties. I think both parties got what they needed out of the trade. The Lakers got the right now. I mean, the Mavericks got the right now, and the Lakers got the future. Because now you make the Lakers a great destination for free agents. Because you saying, and we've been talking about what was going to save the NBA. What could save the NBA? Well, this could save the NBA because now you have a bona fide star on the best team, on the most popular team in the NBA. That's Luka Doncic playing with LeBron James for the Los Angeles Lakers. Just like the Colorado Buffaloes, the Lakers already was must-see TV, but they definitely is must-see TV right now. Yeah, JR, don't say nothing about Texas. You ain't got nothing to say about Texas then. Them people is hot down there in Texas that y'all got rid of Luka. They about ready to set the whole state on
fire. Don't worry about it, JR. You still got Kyrie down there. Kyrie, my boy. I've been rocking Kyrie since he's been in the league. But Coach Dre, appreciate your take on that. All right, everybody in the chat. All right, we're going to wind this thing. We got about 10 more minutes, right? When you look at Travis Hunter, we're going to switch back to Colorado. Travis Hunter. Y'all tell me, is Travis Hunter the best college football player that you have ever seen? Yes or no? Down in the chat. Coach Dre, when you look at Travis Hunter, my answer is yes. To me, for me. When you look at Travis Hunter, hey, you said it, a generation talent. When he getting ready to go to the next level, which way is the best way to use Travis Hunter? Playing both ways, defensive side or the offensive side or in package? Talk to me, my brother, about Travis Hunter.
I think you got to let him with the definitely let him play both sides of the football, of the game. I think you're gonna also see Travis in the NFL probably return some punts, something that you didn't see him do in college. Uh, Travis Hunter is a once in a lifetime type of talent. You might not never get a chance to see a guy like Travis Hunter. You see guys in the NXT for so now you gonna see other guys asking to play offense because Travis Hunter is gonna demand big time money in 5 years. He gets this done playing offense and defense. You gotta play Travis Hunter like you play a quarterback. And now that's gonna be what everybody's trying to do if Travis Hunter can get the kind of money that the quarterbacks get if he plays both sides of the ball. Now let's look at who's at the top of the draft. The Titans, if he go to the Titans, yeah, you got to play him on both sides of the ball. If he go to the Browns, you got to play him on both sides of the ball. If he go to the Giants, you got to play him on both sides of the football. The Jaguars, both sides of the foot. Any of these top 10 teams. But the one thing is, the first thing gonna happen is the same thing that Deion did with him when he first got to Colorado. He gotta show he can master one side of the football first. And if it's me, it's receiver. Then, because I think he's just a natural DB. I think he can play DB in his sleep. So whatever team draft him, I would bring him in and directly put him on the offensive side of the ball to learn that playbook and to get those to get that kind of flow to the game. So if I'm any team, I bring him in, he goes right to the offensive side of the ball, and then I start working him in on defense.
Okay. All right. Thank. I mean, hey, I can't disagree. I can't disagree with you on that, Coach Dre. That was a good point there. That was a good point. So, finish it off. Who's the best defensive back for Colorado? Is it DJ McKinney? Is it Preston Hodge? Is it Colton Hood? Is it number 17?
Right now you got to go with DJ. He long, he lanky. He a lot faster than I thought. When I saw him run the other day, he was a lot faster than what I thought. He physical. He can play bump and run coverage. He can play off man. So right now, it's for me, it's DJ McKinney. But Colton Hood is a real close second because I like everything about what that kid has done. I think he'd be that guy. But right now, for me, it's DJ McKinney. And like I said, that's Hodge is gonna play more offense right now. I think they trying to get him acclimated to the offense right now. So that's what shirt he got on right now. I think that's who he's working out with. He's working out with the receivers. He's not asking.
Okay. All right. When you look at the wide receiver room from past year, I think all three of them got a chance, all four of them got a chance of getting drafted. Out of 7 rounds, they're going to hear their name called Jimmy Horn Jr., Will Shepard, LeJohntay, and Travis Hunter. What percentage You're looking at all four of them get drafted by an NFL team. Looking real good.
No doubt did it for him. If Jimmy go out here and lay down a 4.3 40 in the at the combine, you will see Jimmy name probably called no later than the 5th round. Right now, you can't teach what Will Shepard's got. Will Shepard got the height. He got if he go out here and run a if Will Shepard run a 4.5, a 4.4 to a 4.5 at pro day, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap because he gonna be a steal for somebody on that second or third day. And LaJohntay Weston is just special. LaJohntay Weston is just special. He checks off every box, and he gonna be able to help you on. Him and Jimmy bring the special team element to the game because they can start for you on kickoff or punt return right off the bat. If they don't start at receiver, they can definitely start for you as your kickoff or your punt returner right off the bat in the NFL, and that's gonna be big. That's gonna be a big key for them. For another reason why those two get drafted. But what Will Shepard, what Travis Hunter ain't even a debate. But Will Shepard, if Will Shepard go out there and run a 4.5, a low 4.5, a high 4.4, you gonna see people trying to beat down the door because he showed you what his catch radius is. He showed you he can make the great catches, the hard catches. Just throw the ball up. I can go get it, coach. So yeah, I think all four of those guys get drafted before the 7th round is over with.
Okay. All right. When you look at last one, we out of here. When you look at, I want to thank everybody for participating in the chat. Thank everybody who's watching it live. Appreciate my brother. He's saying Jamie Horn looked at the best at the practice of the Senior Bowls. No, that's the thing that I like. You got University of Georgia watching Colorado football on the slide. They be the first one to tell you about everybody on our team. You might as well go trade it in. You might, all y'all. Miss McDonald, how you doing? CoachDre BWatts, if Titan draft Travis, cause he's a generation talent. Yes, on defense. If all receivers get drafted, did CU fail at using them efficiency? I'm already on record saying that, so I got to agree with you, Keith. I think that, my opinion, they used Jimmy Horn Jr. wrong. I think he should have been in the Z or the X. That's just me. That's my prediction. CoachDre, if Coach Prime can get 6, at least 6 at the lowest players drafted, what they're gonna do for his recruiting the next year?
It's gonna be great. We only gonna move up in the recruiting world, guys. Everybody trying to be Colorado right now. You see Bill Belichick, everything Deion Sanders do, Bill Belichick trying to do. Every college coach is trying to mock what Deion Sanders has going on. Because if you don't mock what Deion Sanders is going on, you're gonna fall behind. When Deion Sanders told y'all that this transfer portal was gonna be different, that this was gonna be the way where you can make your team better quickly, nobody thought he was telling the truth. Oh, coach, you can't build a football team like that. That ain't gonna get it done. That ain't gonna get you no wins. That's gonna get you fired. Look at it. Look at you now. Dabo Swinney said I never get no transfers. I think he got 5. It's just like you say, our recruiting is gonna go nothing but up. I think we even offer some kids in 27 this week.
Mm-hmm.
So Coach Prime move up with high school kids. I don't think Coach Prime will ever sign no more than 15 to 20 high school kids in a class. I think the 20 is his cap. I don't think he'll never get no more than 20 kids because, like you said, the kind of kids he trying to get is the kids that's gonna come in and play right now, like McPherson, like Q6, like Farrakhan, like guys that's there for playing time. So we'll never go over 20, but our recruiting class is only gonna get better. BWatts.
I agree. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for participating in the chat. We're at the 1 hour and a half. That's the end of the show. We appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. It was a good show. I want to thank CoachDre for his participation. I apologize for some reason the guest didn't come on. But hey, just glad CoachDre here and glad y'all here to do what we do and what y'all do. Support us. We appreciate you. All right, CoachDre, let you get the last word and we out of here, buddy.
Again, we want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and participating with us, talking with us. Any question that you have, we willing to answer because people just don't. Hey, guys, before you lay your head on your pillow tonight, make sure you give those somebody. Forgiveness is of God laid on the cross and died for our sins, and so God can forgive us, then you can do the same. Then you can do the same. Uh, uh, Especially if it's one thing you can't change is who your family is. You get what I'm saying? And the last thing you want to do is to be talking to a coffin, saying, "I'm sorry. I wish I could have. I wish I could have said this when you was living. I wish I could have said this, this, that, and the third." So get that right. Get it right because it's never too late. Love the people that love you. Love the people that love you. And like I always tell you, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother BWatts. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. God bless and y'all be good.
All right. Appreciate you, brother. You have a good week, man. All right. Hey, once again, you watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I want to thank all of y'all for rocking with us tonight. I appreciate each and one of you. Hey, you already know whatever. Just remember, if you be good to God, God will be good to you. And always remember, share whatever you have with your sisters and your brothers. You will always have more than enough to wish to share. All right? God bless you, and thank you for watching Sports Talk with BWatts. Until next Sunday, until tomorrow, y'all know I'm doing this thing probably 5 times a day. I got a small channel. I'm trying to build it up. So you look for me just about every day at 8 o'clock unless something else happens. All right? Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I really do. I love y'all.
Shepard, full extension for his first Colorado touchdown.
Marine Corps. So when I got to the Marine Corps to do that hard work, right, and to go forward, that's where it changed, was the time that I did at Miami. So I want to first thank Coach Andrew Swayze for everything you did. Thank you, Coach. And I'm telling you, what y'all have right here together to be a team is going to be changing the whole world, changing everything you see in college football. All eyes are on you right now. But really, before we can get there to a championship, y'all got to learn to work together. And that's what we're going to do here today. So today we're looking for 3 things. 3 things we're looking for today. That's leaders, that's dogs, and most importantly, we're looking for the quitters. Because y'all can't win if somebody's going to quit on you. If the man to your left or to your right quits on you, how can you trust him in the game? How can you trust him to win a championship? How can you trust him when things get hard that he's going to be there to have your back? When the game's down and you're not winning at the time, how you going to trust him to push forward? You can trust them, Wester? Can they trust you? Can they trust you? We're going to find out today. So we're going to find out who.
I'm straight, man. This shit, I'm a natural athlete, so like, I just be eating this shit. Look, only thing that get me is like the air, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. I really ain't got no choice because I'm already here. You feel me? But
No cap.
I'm gonna make it work.
No cap.
It's no superset.
Sanders pass complete to number 14, Omarion Miller.
Understand? Remember, here's the biggest thing about greatness. Greatness ain't about, man, I got it here, now let me go on. That's what people mess up. You know what greatness is? Come on.
You think you're doing wrong, and then you keep trying to be better, and then you're just great. Or you just do something great, and that's it.
I'm saying, but how I continue to do something good to become great at it. Like,
Not mess up.
the consistency part. Like, once you master this form or this deal, I just need you to keep repeating that same deal.
So you don't mess up.
Yeah, so be a master at the fundamental. If you become a master at that technique, you want it. It's very, very important. Like, you have to be a master of fundamentals. Like, everybody think it's this extra. No, it's being great at the basics. Be real, real good at your basics. It's like one point. Now I want you to master it to where it's second nature. So now I'm out there breaking, I'm driving. Everything becomes natural.
He's one. Deion is a gift that keeps on giving for us. It was
he is a content machine.
Oh my God, it was great. Content is king. I don't care whether you hate him or love him. He's one. He's proven that he can coach.
Here's the thing that's going to be really interesting. They don't have that NIL money, okay, that the Ohio States and that some of the other. He is relying solely on the transfer portal, and he just got one of the best defensive players in the country to come over from Alabama. And you talk about a great coach makes the entire organization better. So the applications for the University of Colorado, just for kids to go there, up 20%.
Visit